the afternoon chat. I'm just coming back from rural areas, running some errands, and I want to connect with you guys for a few. Let's see if YouTube is able to activate their algorithms and do their job, people. You know, of having some problems with people not getting the proper amount of notifications. But I find it strange that, you know, they'll be quick to use their bots. So I think they need to create these same bots to get, you know, notifications out. You know what I mean? Instead of detect other types of shite. You know, but man, just watched an interview about Daniel Dubois. You know, I did a video on it, but of course it was copyrighted, so I couldn't post it. But anyway, let me just do it live, right? Tyson Fury challenged Daniel Dubois to sparring simply because Daniel Dubois dropped Huey Fury. And it's crazy because, you know, he sparred Tyson Fury one round, right? So I guess in that one round, to me, I guess that's all it took. Uh-oh, I'm scratching the left palm. You know what that means? It means I'm about to spend some money. The right means I got to make some. The left means I got to give some, right? So, yeah, that was kind of strange, like right here. But you guys come in, hit that like button, man. I'm just cruising. Just leaving from my pop's house. And, you know, running around and all that good stuff. Man, I really enjoyed the road trip. I'm going to do another road trip on the way back to Austin because I'm going to go back maybe tomorrow night or Wednesday morning. And, yeah, I will do another road trip with you guys. I think it was pretty fly, you know, coming in. And you guys got me through at least, what, an hour of that. No, about an hour and a half. I was going to do the whole thing, but, like, reading makes me tired. You know what I mean? Just like naturally makes me tired. So when I am driving and reading, that makes me that much tired. You know what I mean? It's not like I can just cruise and read. I mean, it's like a muscle relaxer. You know what I mean? The Joker, what it do? Man, everything's good, man. I'm just chilling. Rolling down the interstate. What I call the Black Mamba. Okay, I have nicknames for all my cars. Like I just bought another BMW, and it's called Ghost. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is the Black Mamba. The white one is Ghost. I got a Cadillac. I call that Silver Surfer. You know, that's a DTS. And I had an old school car my mom gave me when I graduated high school. I still have it. It's a 1988 Cutlass Sierra. And not the fast kind. It's a Sierra. You know what I mean? Not like a Cutlass, like an 85. You know? So, yeah, I still have that. So I have 4 cars, believe it or not. I had 5. Wait. Yeah, I had 5. And I sold one, and I bought my daughter her first car. And she totaled it. And then that was a Maxima, which a 96 Maxima, bro, is a very good car. Very, very good car. It was white. I didn't call it anything, though. It was just a Maxima. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to Daniel Dubois and Tyson Fury. You know, Tyson sparred him 1 round. So I wonder what the hell that round was about, right? Like, what transpired in that 1 round for it to only be 1 round? And I don't know. It's just crazy, man, because it's like it's either Tyson Fury tapped that ass or Daniel Dubois beat him up and he didn't want any more. Bars. Bars, man. Yeah, man. So, but Daniel Dubois, you guys remember, Daniel Dubois knocked out Anthony Joshua in sparring. See, Daniel Dubois was, Joey DeWaco. He's the first guy that did it. A lot of people like to keep that under wraps and they don't like to talk about that. You know, and they asked Daniel Dubois, anytime when you ask anybody about stuff like that and they just kind of, look, they do this number here, they're like this, that number right there, that look, because they don't want to talk about it because they know it's true. Just like Joey DeWaco, he didn't confirm or deny. So let's give it another try. You know what I mean? So, man, it's beautiful weather right now. It's like 56, perfect. It's not real cold. You know what I mean? 60 degrees to me is perfect because you could actually do stuff like, you know, you can jog, you can run. Beautiful weather out here. But yeah, Daniel Dubois took out Anthony Joshua, man, and it's like, yo, you took out Anthony Joshua, but understand, you know, Joshua started late, but then Daniel Dubois is a lot younger. This guy's only 25. Is he teachable? Is he coachable? You know, because that simple adjustment with Joe Joyce, with him working that jab to that eye and breaking it like it did and hitting the same spot that many times, you know what I mean? That shows you something. That means, dude, getting hit with the same punch over and over and over again is what? Insanity. You're insane. You get hit by the same punch. Christopher, what's up, Kurt? What's up, Christopher? Christopher and the Joker in the building. Who else is this? Dude, this font, I swear they need to be bigger as my eyesight getting bad. Was it Lynn Hole? Lynn Hoodie? How long were you in Brazil? Brazil? Like when I lived there, about a year, about 11 months. And the last time I went to Brazil was last year. You know, and love Brazil, bro. Love the food, love the women, love the beer, love the culture. It's bad, bro. XK Shots, Tree, what's happening? What's happening, buddy? You good? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I took the day off yesterday because I needed to sleep, and because I went out Saturday night and just got hammered, you know, got wasted. Was with some directors and producers and stuff, and they were talking about the next film. And this is what happens when you unofficially get hired for certain stuff, right? You, in fact, right? That's like, you know, people call it networking, people call it brown nosing, people call it fraternizing, but you know, ultimately that's how people get jobs. They hang out, they go out. Yeah, I got a job for you. You know, yeah, I think I got this role for you. So, and then the problem is they just wrapped another show, and I was out with them. No, I'll be cool to Christmas. You know what I mean? I'll be drinking nothing but water and what we call Aunt Ella juice. It's a berry blend. Sounds like a good night. Man, it was too good. What it's like being a stuntman. Like being a superstar, but physically. You know, stuntmen call actors their voice doubles. But then I'm an actor too, so it's kind of weird. So I look at it like a double threat. I don't really, you know, before, you know, when I started stunts, and it was, at one point, I was kind of equalizing like the two. Like I would have, it was one point I know I had like 25 acting credits, 25 stunt credits. Then it was like, then stunts just started taking off, and then acting took a back seat for a while. You know, I guess because I was just getting hired more for one than the other. You know, I got a friend that has 100 credits, stunts, but then like he's now trying to get back or get in or get back to the acting world. So, you know, do you think Ruiz is a big step up for Wilder when looking at his resume? Step up for Wilder? Or do you mean is Ruiz, like, is he stepping up to Wilder? I'm not understanding. No, I mean, because, listen, this is the only thing that happened. And when people say step up, you have to keep in mind that we have a lot of assumptions in boxing. I mean, a lot of assumptions, meaning we assume that this is going to happen to the point where, you know, oh, that clearly won't be the case. You know, oh, Ruiz surely couldn't beat Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury surely couldn't knock out Deontay Wilder. You know, Povetkin surely couldn't beat Dillian White. That's just, you know, he's 40 years old. He's 39, dude. He's fighting 40-year-old people. Well, what happened when that 40-year-old person knocked out Dillian White? What happened when Andy Ruiz stopped Anthony Joshua by knocking him down 4 times? You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, the only thing that changed is a guy that got an opportunity, which was Andy Ruiz. He got an opportunity to show that he was on the level, and that's exactly what he did. He showed everybody that he was on the level. I might talk shit about Andy Ruiz, but you got to give Andy Ruiz his props. You know, I don't just talk shit about him because I don't like him. I don't like what he does. I like his attitude as far as like believing in God and being humble and stuff like that. But then I saw another side to Andy Ruiz that when he got the victory, okay, and it's crazy. It's like, oh, God gives me the victory. And then when he got the victory, he turned into an asshole. He started smelling himself. That's what I was like, okay, I don't like this version of Andy. But Andy showed that he belonged in there with Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Even if he doesn't beat Anthony Joshua again, Anthony Joshua was still on the level, right? He was the undefeated guy at the time. He was the 12th endorsements, sponsorships and stuff like that. You know, so no, man, I think all those guys are on the same level, and it's more guys on that level than you know if given the opportunity to show that they're on that level. You'll never know what a person and what level a person's on until that person shows you. See, you don't assume what a fight or the fight outcome will be until it happens. We should learn that. Messing around with Pillsbury Doughboy with titties, flat back, muffin top, Andy Ruiz, Snicker eating, you know, God please, Andy Ruiz. But seriously, all jokes aside, he showed that he was definitely up for the challenge. You know, he emailed and texted Eddie and pleaded with Eddie, please, God, Eddie, give me the opportunity. As you know, you got it, mate. Yeah, put him in there. Put him in there. Fucking Jarrell Miller. As soon as he did it, popped up, beat up Anthony Joshua. And Joshua's like, this is supposed to be happening. This is my debut. I'm 18 stone. Honestly, look forward to seeing Ruiz versus Wilder. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see it. See, now we get common opponents. Ruiz, when Ruiz fights Deontay Wilder, whatever the outcome is going to be, at least we will know how certain fights match up with certain fighters. You know, so let's look at it this way. If Ruiz beats Wilder, that means Ruiz beat Wilder and Joshua. Then all that shit Wilder talked about, oh, knocking him out, Joshua just played and boxed like he was scared. And if he goes in there and gets beat up by Andy Ruiz, which I don't think will happen, I think Wilder's going to get him just by just hitting him with that one shot that's going to hurt Andy, and he's not going to recover from it. And if he gets hit again, he's going to eventually go down. You know, and I'm basing that off of like this Andy recently, because the Andy Ruiz that fought Chris Arreola, you saw that he lost some weight, he lost some punch resistant. I think he was weak. I don't think he was the same guy. I don't think he was the same guy. I think when he came in, and Luis Ortiz can hit. I mean, look what he did to Charles Martin. Versus what Charles Martin, okay, Charles Martin took every shot that Adam Kalnaki hit him with, right? You guys remember that fight? One of my favorite fights, actually. Recent favorite fights. I gravitate to seeing a good rock'em sock'em robot type fight, Adam Kalnaki versus Charles Martin. And Charles Martin started throwing some punches at the very end of that fight. I'm like, dude, you should have been doing this shit the whole time. But Adam Kalnaki's not known to be a power puncher, but don't mean he won't knock you out by accumulation of punches. So obviously that tells you Luis old ass Ortiz could hit a lot harder than Andy Ruiz did. Than Adam Kalnaki did. Okay, so that just shows you. I never gave Ruiz a hope of beating AJ. He shocked me. Absolutely. We don't know how these guys are. That's like Dillian White and Danny Dubois. You don't know who will win that fight. Dubois might go in there and smoke Dillian White. And we all know how to hit him and hurt him. Just hit him with an uppercut. Just touch him and he'll go out. Lights out. Andy got a good chin, but it's not the Joe Joyce chin. Man, let me tell you something. These guys with these good chins, and let me tell you something about. Let me name some fighters off the top of my dome that had very good chins or just had a reputation of having a good chin, and they got knocked out. One, Marco Antonio Barrera. Barrera had, supposedly one of the best chins. He went in there against Junior Jones and got knocked out cold. Another example, Oleg Maskayev. The dude had a chin literally like the old Superman, how they had that, and it was real square and he was real chiseled. You know what I mean? And he took shots from some of the biggest punchers like Hasim Rahman, the same Hasim Rahman that knocked out Lennox Lewis in Johannesburg, Africa. That guy, he took shots through him and he knocked Hasim Rahman through the ropes, but he took Rahman's biggest shots. So everybody assumed, hey, guess what? This guy has a granite chin. Yeah, he can take these punches. He has one of the best chins in the business. Yeah, what happened? He fought a Canadian fighter named Kirk Johnson, and Kirk Johnson knocked him out cold. And matter of fact, I think Kirk Johnson knocked him through the ropes. That lets you know. These guys, these big chiseled men, look, it's good to be durable, but this is the heavyweight division. Each shot, any good shot could take you out. O'Reilly is a good boxer. He's just not athletic. Well, you know what? He's a lot better than he was 10 years ago. In 10 years, that's exactly what I want to be. I want to be better than I was before due to age and wisdom and what to do and know my body properly and how to take care of my body even better and better. You know what I mean? I might get older, but I'm better because I'm treating myself better. Like a Bernard Hopkins type mentality that, look, I don't drink Cokes, I don't drink sodas, I don't do drugs, I don't do all that shit because all of that eventually will cause your body to age faster or break down. Feed the bear, counterpunch to you, brother. Yeah, I was supposed to send you, you know what, I didn't have my phone on me. I'm going to send you a message when I get back to my house because that phone is at my house. Ruiz underestimated Areola. He thought that he wasn't on his level until Areola put him on his arse. But all those guys are on the same level, And it's not like guys are fighting 2 or 3 or 4 times. I mean, except for Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury will do that. He's fighting Chisora the 3rd time and stuff like that. But each of those fights, they get better and better. So that's what it is. Chris Eubank Sr. had a solid chin. Remember Livingston, Bramble, Edwin Rosario. I think Dubois smokes the version of White. This version of White, too much vulnerable at this point. Hope he proves me wrong. Well, listen, man, I don't think I think Daniel Dubois is young enough. You know, he may end up beating a lot of people. You'll be surprised just because they're not the same type of fighters no more. You know, a lot of these fighters have an expiration date on it when it comes to their prime time and prime fighting. And they only fight good at a certain amount of time when they're on it, depending on who they fight. Sometimes people come back. You know, Michael Carbajal is one that reminds me. He beat up Jose, what was his name? Arce. Is it Jorge Arce? No, I forget. I know his last name was Arce. He's a pretty good fighter, but he was undefeated at the time. And Michael Carbajal hurt him and, you know, took him out. Garcia versus Tank, fake announcement, no date, no venue, tune-up fights in first, and jail time for Tank. Yep, Metal Box J, counterpunch to you. You know, I seen that shit coming. Because, I'm telling you guys, like, I don't know what it is with the lightweight division. It's like, it's getting dark like the heavyweight division was to me. It's just my opinion. It's like, it's not enough happening at 135, despite all those promises that they had. Teofimo went to 140, okay? Tank went to 140 to get a belt. Now he's supposed to be fighting Ryan Garcia at 135. Devin Haney is at 135, and it's almost like he's by his fucking self. You know, Lomachenko's still holding on, but he's not as good as he used to be. You know what I mean? They just kind of aged him out. And, you know, pretty much time took his course. Okay. You know, so a lot of those things happen. Tank and Ryan fought bums like Tago and Raleigh. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't think Tank had a choice. Tank had to fight whoever the fuck they put in front of him. Now he's fighting another Garcia, and it ain't Ryan. See, I mean, look, the matchmaking sucks at that weight class. And I'm really, like, I try to cover the lightweight division. You know what? For me, I watch other people cover it. I mean, I know that's bad to say. I'm just like people ask me about women boxing. I'm like, look, I don't have the passion for women boxing like I did in the late 90s and the early 2000s. Let me tell you guys a trivia question. The first live fight I ever saw, me personally live, was at Horseshoe Casino. And Christy Martin was there. You know, Christy Martin was there. Lucille Riker was there. You know what I mean? Like, that was the first live fight, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. You know, and this was when Trinidad and De La Hoya were in negotiations to fight. That was like one of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fight in 1999. You know, it was called the Fight of the Millennium, because, you know, 99, it was the end of the millennium. Life was good, bro. I was a fucking I was a stud. I was a real stud, you know. But I love boxing. I worked at the casino. Didn't get weekends off, but I recorded the fights before. So what I would do back then, you could record the fights, and then, you know, I had it timed. So then when I had it timed to go off at 8 o'clock on HBO, but you remember you had to have the television on, you know what I mean, and to record from VHS. So I record, like I recorded Oscar De La Hoya versus Obakar. I recorded De La Hoya versus Ike Corte. That was a big fight because it was a unification fight. You know, those are the ones I remember recording. All right. Greetings from NYC, the Gyro guy. Nicholas Argos, Cairo. I mean, counterpunch to you. The case is likely why a date hasn't been chosen for Davis. Yeah, he the WBA regular, while Devin is the WBA super world champ. Who are we talking about? We talking about Gervonta? Remember, Gervonta Tank Davis is WBA at 140, not 135. Okay, that's got counterpunch. Got a counterpunch you on that. Tank KOs Ryan by the 10th. What's up, Kurt? Quick question. What movie are you working on, and did you work in the new Black Panther movie? Courtney Jeffries. I'm working on a show that has a working title, but it won't be what the title will be. Like, for example, if you guys remember Hot Pursuit, I worked on Hot Pursuit because I doubled one of the leads, which is everybody knows him as damn. Everybody knows him as the dude Mike from Why Did I Get Married, but his name is Richard T. Jones. It had to come to me. I had to think about it. But that movie wasn't the working title. The working title is was Don't Mess with Texas. But the movie changed to Hot Pursuit. You know what I mean? So, you know, that just shows you that a lot of the titles change. But no, I didn't work on the new one because the guy that I doubled, he unfortunately died. So I'm betting a chunk on Ryan if the odds are good. Kid is lethal. Yeah, that's, because that wouldn't be a bad one because he's fast, he's good, he's tall, he has the reach, and he can hit hard enough to get Tank's attention. This ain't a Leo Santa Cruz. You know what I mean? Because Leo was hitting Tank, and Tank was getting, Tank's a fair-skinned brother. If he had tattoos in his face, he could cover the fucking bruises that Leo Santa Cruz put on him. But he was busted up because he took a lot of shots from Leo Santa Cruz. But Leo Santa Cruz is a volume puncher. He's not a power puncher. He's coming from 126. They'll punch each other in the face all day. And Tank showed him, like, look, this power is a different type of power that you're used to getting hit with. I mean, that raw, unadulterated boom. Mm-hmm. Ryan just needs to do to Tank what Tank did to Rolly. Keep that motherfucker at distance. And when he gets reckless, release that mean left hook. Tank is Tank, but he's little whittle Tank. Any word on the IBF ordering purse bids for Usyk versus Hrgovic? I don't think Usyk gives a shit. I don't think he cares because he has 30 days. So you won't hear anything till after 30 days. I think it's December 12th or 13th. Yeah. So you won't hear anything about that. You won't hear anything about that. Giovanni M. So there you go. I don't think that's the case. When do you think we will get more news on Haney Loma? I don't know, man. Again, we'll see. We'll see. And I like Devin Haney. I like his father. I know his father personally. I've interviewed him. We've met 3 or 4 times now. We did some interviews together. He's came onto the channel and he's talked about the aspirations of his son, what he wanted his son to do. And, they were in that big Teofimo, then I seen him again in Las Vegas. We hung around, me, him, and who? Who was there? Because I met a lot of people there. Interviewed a lot of people there. A lot of people. I was there with Big Dean. Big Dean met me in Vegas, so we hung out, kicked it, had a few drinks, hung out with some chicks, so it was cool. It was, we had a good time. People starting to overrate these champions. Usyk versus Hrgovic isn't a foregone conclusion. No, it's not. See, that's what I was trying to explain. You don't know what fighter is. See, politics control the game of boxing, and let people tell it. They are, oh, hey, this guy surely can't beat this guy, because that's the narrative. Kurt, car is broke down in his mom's driveway. Kurt's car is broke down in his mom's driveway. What the hell? No. I'm truly looking forward to watching you live on Saturday, Dillian White bout. I know you are going to bring the excitement when a knockout occurs. I love the excitement you bring. Courtney Jeffries. Man, I love it, man. That's the whole point. Somebody gets knocked out, you got a clear winner. All the politics, all the BS, all the narratives are put to rest. Bars. That's why I love knockouts. Because, see, a lot of times, okay, for shits and giggles, do you think Eddie Hearn, do you think for a minute he would have assigned a fight between Alexander Povetkin versus Dillian White if he knew that was going to be the conclusion of Dillian White getting knocked out cold in the 5th round? Think about Canelo taking up a tune-up fight next. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will. Shout out to my man Counter Cook. Shout out to my man Counter Cook Boxing News. Counter Cook. Counter Cook. You know? But yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Crazy, man. I know you are, Tim. No problem. Remember White said that the Povetkin KO was an early stoppage. He said that shit. Are you for real? Early stoppage? That's just worse than fucking Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Hasim Rahman, right? And when he got knocked out by Rahman, it was crazy because he was just like, Lennox Lewis, man, you could tell he was still dazed and stuff, you know what I mean? Because he knocked him out cold. So it's like, well, that's what happens when you don't beat the count. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you don't beat the count. He was saying it like it was like this bad thing that didn't supposed to happen, like it made no sense. Can Jermaine pull this out? Jack Oblesk, I don't know. I don't know, man. What the F is a counter duck? I don't know. Counter cuck boxing. Counter cuck boxing news. Like, White can't take the uppercut and it shows. You seen Rahman Jr. lose to Greg Hardy? I was shocked. Well, this is boxing, man. Things happen. And his dad was the second to last person that had the undisputed world championship of the world. I got White beating Franklin. Franklin looks like he's got some ability, but he doesn't hit hard. Yeah, I seen him uppercut the hell out of somebody. I did a video about it earlier today, you know. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I gotta deposit some checks. So you guys want to hold on, or you guys want me to hit you back later on? I'll hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go empty the bank. Oh, guys, the few, the proud, the patient. I am back, dude. Where's Kurt? He's been Nick. Nah, man, I just had to go into the bank and do a lot of stuff. Wait a minute, let me look at this. See where I'm at. Okay. Huh. All right. Oh man, is that a train? Yep, gotta love trains, dude. No, I don't. I hate trains. Trains will cause you to be late. You know, I missed a flight going to a show one time. I was going to the airport and I missed my flight because of the damn train. Man, I watched where you posted some brother making threats to Blue Blood and Coach Malachi. Yeah. Wake up, bud. This motherfucker's walking across the street on his phone. Like in the middle, he's on his phone, like literally. I'm like, yo, what if somebody wasn't watching you and they're on their phone? Like, how many people do that shit? I'm doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's just walking, slowly walking, like he doesn't give a shit. You're not gonna hit me. I won't, but the next person will. Or might. Let's put it that way. On live stream, and that was very stupid on his part. People really need to watch what they say on social media. Well, yeah, I do agree. I think he egged that shit on, and see, people take that seriously because you don't know. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, though, this is like, let's get something straight. Someone's saying, oh, I'm going to put a bullet in your head at the fight. Nobody's getting in there. Nobody's getting through with a gun at any event like that. That's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen. If you go anywhere, Barclays, Madison Square Garden, any venue like that, you know, public arena has metal detectors. So that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, unless he has an all plastic gun, you know what I'm saying, it can get through metal detector. You know, so I don't think that's the case. Not to say, you know, they won't catch him outside of that place. So, you know, anybody could, you know, be serious because, you know, a lot of times that happens. And listen, call-ins are cool until you have those type of guys. And it was so stupid, man. Like, the dude, you're telling another man to stop talking about another man that none of you motherfuckers know personally. Unless it was somebody he knew personally, because, you know, for all we know, Errol Spence could have paid somebody, man, why don't you tell that motherfucker, this old Coach Malachi motherfucker, man, why don't you call him and charge his ass up? I'll give you $100. Hell yeah, I'll do that, son. You know? Good evening, Kurt. Finally got a chance to watch live. Been a few weeks. Are you live streaming this weekend? Of course. In fact, I've already made the live stream. It's already available. You know, I've already created the date and the live stream and everything. All I got to do is hit live, and we're going live. 3D printer gun. Yeah. What's up, Kurt? Much love from Brooklyn, Brownsville. Counterpunch to you, Malik Monocroft. Or is it Moneycroft? Man, you go with those impersonations. Yeah. Did you watch Rockman Jr. versus Hardy? I didn't. I just heard about him getting upset, you know. Now, see, that could have been Jake Paul if you would have just gave it a go. Then he would have got the legitimacy of having a real boxer on his belt. You know what I mean? And then comes Tommy. So look, his resume would have improved. Yeah, pay this motherfucker, man. Yeah, I pay you, man, $100, man. Go get this motherfucker off, man. Go tell this motherfucker I'm tired of him. He all on Terrence Crawford dick. He need to get on mine. Man, you guys kill me with that, man. Y'all be talking that shit about Errol Spence, man. You know, I'm a jokester, so, you know, Errol be doing some feminine stuff. I'm not gonna necessarily say gay. I'll necessarily say feminine compared to how he acts. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I don't really like to impersonate a lot of gay people, but then again, I impersonate everybody, so he's be this dude I work with. So you'd have to know how he talks versus to see how he really sounds. So, you know, U.S. just drew with that in the World Cup. So USA from England, see Pizza All, Gray Lotion, the building. Wilder versus Frank Sanchez would be a good fight, and it's very easy to make. You think Frank wins that? He could, but then again, Wilder's dangerous from rounds 1 to rounds none. So it's just, you know, see, Wilder waits. Wilder doesn't fight on points. Wilder tries to knock you out. One thing you have to respect about Wilder, that's what he's about. Bars! Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder knocking people out, hitting bones when he hits. One take, one hit. A guy have to be in the ring for him 30 seconds or 36 minutes or all night. He just needs 2 seconds. Boom. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Bomb Squad. Yeah, that would be a good fight, though. Because Frank's, you know, he's younger than, you know, Luis Ortiz. And, you know, Luis Ortiz was like, he's a good fighter, man. He's just old. That's his only problem. He's just old. It ain't that he don't have a good chin. You know, like his punch resistance is shit now. But he's not the same person he used to be. You know what I mean? And you know what? And it happened like this year. Like overnight, it happened to Luis Ortiz. Like Luis Ortiz was old and he showed signs of being old. Now, like those lights. You know? So Usyk in training, thoughts he was having Christmas off. No, obviously he's not. I no time for break. Tyson, get back and ring. Tyson, back and ring. Tyson, no retire. Back and ring, Tyson. How are you, Tyson? Tyson Fury. How are you? I'm waiting for you, Tyson Fury. Ruiz not being able to finish this version of Ortiz is a bad look. Well, you know, honestly, I watched that fight, man, again, and Ortiz had Ruiz fucking retreating, bro, in the last round. I'm like, Ruiz, what are you doing? Ruiz is not the same type of fighter he used to be either. He's not. And watch this. It's going to be more and more. The fights Ruiz wins, there's going to be more and more decisions. Because he's not going to attack. He's not going to press the initiative. He's not going to do that. Back in ring. Tyson, how are you? In fact, Ortiz finished that fight stronger than Ruiz. Old man whooping up on Ruiz, young guy in round 12. Oh. Yep. That was bad. And then, you know, even Ortiz was like, dude, come on, fuck. Because it's like this. You're going to finish me. And Ruiz just wouldn't do it, you know. Because I think those punches were starting to hurt Ruiz. And I think Ruiz was hurt in the 12th round. That's why he was like, yo, let me back off from this old guy before he knocks me like he did Charles Martin. You know, just knock me out when my ass is up. You know. Ruiz versus Wilder going to be a banger, but Wilder has got Thor hammer in his right hand. Now for Asgard, for Alabama. Alabama! Bow! Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia! Imagine the car getting stolen. Dude, what's up with this? Imagine the car getting stolen now. See if my kid made it back. No, she did not. It's crazy. Got to jump in one car and right into the next. I'm gonna go inside first, guys. Wilder's chin might be gone after the Fury beating. Imagine Ruiz hits him one time and he's gone. That could happen. That could actually happen. You know what I mean? Especially if he hits him in that same punch. Why do you think Ruiz is so confident all of a sudden? He's talking shit. One right hand to Wilder's left side of his face, and he's going down. I know I have it in me. I'm a Mexican. Wilder punched Ortiz's soul out of him last fight, but Ruiz is too explosive not to land himself. He's in the bank. I don't need the damn training camps. I just eat ice cream tacos. I don't need the damn training camps. I just eat ice cream tacos all day, every day. Damn. I think Wilder will get badly exposed by Ruiz. Shin is a lot of mindset, in my opinion, and Wilder is wired like a seek and destroy kill machine. Yeah. I'm a little afraid for Undisputed, right? Fight for Fury being all over the place. You're right. Check. Fuck knows why. All jokes aside, Ruiz been looking in good shape lately. Yeah, Ruiz. Oh, poor Ruiz. He needs to get like a liposuction or something. That would be good for him. And then just kind of take a month off and just chill. You know. I don't care about Undisputed anymore. I mean, because this IBF shit, it ain't gonna work anyway. But they have faith that that fight will go down. So let it go down. I joined halfway through. Oddly, cheers on at Cheers St. Don. Nah, he can't suck away the body punch trampoline. Nicholas, you crazy, man. You're crazy. What time is it? It's 3:43. No, he can't. But yeah, man. But Daniel Dubois, he sparred with Tyson Fury. I wish I had the footage. That would be dope. I want sparring footage because, you know, I have this new series, Sparring Wars, and I think that would be pretty tight, you know. But guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. Stay tuned. I will be live again. I will go live again before White versus Franklin. That's going to be big. I look forward to that. And you guys be blessed, be safe, and everyone. Hold on, oh shoot. Counterpunch to you, Kurt Love from Lagos, Nigeria. Albuga. Fusik Fury, not to get mindset. What's today's topic? It's all over the place, or it was, because I'm about to jump off of here. I got to run some more errands. But guys, God bless you all. Be blessed. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace!